It's time for an all-new Kansas City Spotlight.
The ongoing pandemic continues to cause changes in all parts of life, including court-ordered parenting plans. To better explain how this is being implemented safely with other family law processes at this time is Lauren Fields of Roth Davies, LLC. Good morning, Lauren.
Morning, how are you?
Good. With the stay-at-home orders, how exactly does that make like shared custody? What does that look like?
If you have a court-ordered parenting plan, you have usually mom has certain times for visitation and dad has certain times for visitation. Obviously, with COVID, that's changing rapidly with questions from parents. I get a lot of questions from clients asking if there's a stay-at-home order, can I keep my child away from dad or mom? The answer to that is no. If you have a court-ordered parenting plan, you must follow it, even if there is a stay-at-home order. The reason being is the child needs to see both parents, and the courts generally like parents to follow the parenting plan as is, even if there is a stay-at-home order.
If the parent has been in contact with someone who's tested positive for COVID-19, are you able to withhold parenting time?
The short answer is no. So even if a parent has been in contact with someone that may have been exposed to COVID, you cannot withhold parenting time from that other parent. I like to treat households, even if they're separate, as that the child has a right to see both parents.
Speaking of time being withheld, what happens when it's a parent that tests positive?
So this is when it starts getting a bit tricky. So if a parent has tested positive for COVID-19, I tell my clients to contact their local doctor. If that doctor is telling that parent to self-quarantine for 14 days, no judge will fault that parent for telling the other parent that I can't see the child, I'm sorry, I'm withholding time, but not because I don't want to see the child, but I do not want to get the child or the other household sick with COVID-19.
What happens in the case that it's actually the child that tests positive?
Well, this is another question that unfortunately we're getting, sadly, with schools opening. What happens if my child goes to school and they get exposed to COVID? That again, judges will defer to a medical professional. If that medical professional is telling both parents the child needs to quarantine, then the parent should defer to that medical professional, and no judge will hold that parent in fault for not following the court-ordered parenting plan.
So what has changed in the ways of the court to modify or even enforce parenting plans during COVID?
So often parents are wanting to modify their parenting plan or child support or even file a new divorce. The good thing about the courts is that everything is remote. So you can file a new case, you can file a modification. Courts are fully functioning right now, even with COVID-19.
Where can we go for more information?
Visit us at rothdavies.com, or you can give us a call at 913-451-9500. I have the domestic litigation team here, and I'd be happy to take on your case.
Lauren, thank you so much.
Kansas City Spotlight is sponsored by Roth Davies, LLC.